I just think everybody's got to find that thing. You know what I mean? For
Yeah.
me, it's weed, dogs, reefing. It's obviously weed first, but you got a lot of hobbies too.
For sure.
Fishing,
Yeah,
fucking
all kinds of stuff.
all types of shit. Like
Yeah.
you're like me, bro. Like you could, if the day was 40 hours long, you could fill every hour of the day and stay busy, either
sure.
with work or with hobbies or something. You know?
Yeah.
That's just, man, I can't stress that enough. Like you gotta find your thing, man. I know there's
No,
a lot of like young people.
being lazy is not a weed specific thing. It's just a human thing, and weed can either help or help you not be lazy, and it can help you be lazy.
Being lazy is not a personality trait either, man.
You
It's something
pick.
can
You
work
pick.
on.
You get to pick which one it is.
Yeah. I've literally been the guy in my life who sleeps until 12 every day, and I've been the guy who gets up at 4 a.m. every day. You know what I mean? It's just a conscious decision that you make working on yourself.
And it doesn't really matter which one it is. How much shit are you getting done?
Yeah.
You know?
I know guys who can work 12 to 5 and get more done than the guy who works 18 hours a day.
I don't care how you do it. Just do it and take your pride with you and expect people to pay you because you're creating that value.
But at the end of the day, it still comes back to that. It's only going to feel rewarding if you know that you put your best foot forward.
That's right.
You know? So I think just taking that into everything that you do will make you excel at whatever it is you choose to do. And that's true whether it's weed, you know what I mean? Because there's people, you see the difference when somebody might be really talented, like a really talented grower, but they're just in it for the money.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be the same as somebody who's really talented and is also really passionate. You know what I mean?
Well,
You're never going to be able to compete with true passion.
That's how you guarantee long-term success, is if you know you put the work in, you know other people can't just replicate that. You can't just get that overnight. They can't just copy it. If you know you're like out there just doing the least amount of work as possible, representing it as something else and then selling that on to your consumer, you won't have any longevity.
It's not sustainable too because of burnout, right? If you're doing
you're burning
just
every
to get
bridge
by,
you cross, right? So every time you cross a bridge, you burn it behind you. There's no going back. You'll never have a continuous path to feed yourself assets. You just are burning your assets off every time you do it. It's like a advancing army that burns crops behind them. What are you guys gonna eat?
Yeah.
What are you gonna eat? And retreating armies, guess what they do? They burn the land behind them, so that their advancing army that's chasing them has nothing to eat.
Yeah.
So it's, a lot of just human nature stuff can even be related to war strategy or any of this stuff. I mean, that's why just a wide range of hobbies and interests can have a lot of value in business or just life.
That's why I think if you're able to take your hobby and turn it into your business, like you have, like I have, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's another one of those things where it's like you will outwork your competition, not even by trying to outwork them, because the guy who hates his job and comes in and busts his ass, he's gonna want to be out of there when the fucking bell rings. You know what I mean? When it's time for him to clock out, he's done. But me, if I'm having fun doing this shit, I actually like this shit. I might be up doing this till midnight and not even realize it. I might forget to eat because I'm enjoying this shit so much.
And no one can recreate that. Right?
And nobody, you can't compete with me if that's the level that I'm on, man.
That's
if
right.
I love this shit and you hate this shit, I'm gonna dominate you every fucking time.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So it's like
it's not even
when they say
competition.
find what you like and do that.
Right.
That's what
it means.
saying, man.
That's what it means.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I honestly feel really fucking blessed, bro, to do things that I love every day in my life, but to also be surrounded by other people who are excited about what they're doing in life. That shit's contagious, bro.
100%.
If you're around people that are not happy with their life and not happy with where they're at, and they're not striving every day to change that, if you're around somebody who's digging themselves out of a hole, that shit can be inspiring. But if you're somebody who's just sitting down in the hole, that shit drags you down too. So it's like, at the end of the day, man, you create your own reality, and all this shit is proof. You know what I mean? Who you surround yourself with is proof. The outlook that you wake up with every day is proof that, like, you can change your reality, and this fucking plant right here can either help you or it can hold you back. It's up to you how you choose to use it.
That's the name of the game. Everything's like that. Shit, what you eat for lunch could do that.
Speaking of which,
Can hold you down or hit you down.
I'm nice and stony. I know this was supposed to be a strain review. Sometimes they're reviews, sometimes
No,
they're
just
sessions.
we'll just chop it up.
You
Yeah.
guys know how we do it.
Yeah.